Hello everyone. So last week I posted a video about AAA, or Authentication, Authorization, and Accounting. We talked about how databases, applications, and other systems within organizations are generally multi-tiered, and that not everyone in the organizations can have access to everything. Different people will have different permissions. This is where access control comes into play. How does management decide who has access to what, and how do they implement that on a large scale? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, there are multiple different types of access control, so we're going to start with DAC, or Discretionary Access Control. This means that people are granted access to certain systems from one managing individual or managing group. They alone get to decide who they give access to. A manager at a warehouse can say to you, hey, I'll give you a key to the supply room because I trust you, but I don't trust Jim over there, so I'm not going to give him one. In that case, he is using his own discretion to decide who gets a key and who doesn't. There isn't some other set of rules or reasoning behind the decision. It is done on a case-by-case basis. Next, we have role-based access control. This is where people are granted access based on the job or the role that they fill within that organization. The warehouse manager from the last scenario might give you a key because you are in charge of restocking the supply room, but another employee that does not serve in that role does not get the key. This would be something that is set forth in the company's actual policies. In the cyber world, this means that people who are in accounting get access to the company finances. HR should have access to personnel records, and engineering should have access to the current design schematics. Next is Mandatory Access Control, or MAC. This system is the most restrictive and is generally used more in areas where there is highly secretive or classified information. In this system, most people are going to have the same levels of access in the organization, and that's usually going to be very, very limited, and only the minimum that's required to actually do the job. Next, we have rule-based access control. This means that there are a set of rules that are put in place to determine if someone will get access or not. When someone tries to log onto a system, the attempt is compared against the rule list to see if access should be granted or not. One example rule could be that a system cannot be accessed outside of the normal working hours of 9 to 5. Finally, we have attribute-based access control. Now, there might be some overlap between this and rule-based access control, but this system essentially says that certain predefined attributes must be met in order to gain access. These attributes might be a combination of factors like what device is being used to sign on and what is the location that the device is signing in from. Now, many organizations might use some mix of all of these systems, but all in all, those are the main divisions of access control. So, I hope you guys gained something from this video, and thanks for watching.